Disney has a lot of Easter eggs. So many that you can't count them all. From Moana to Big Hero 6 and everything in between. These are the Easter eggs I definitely didn't catch on first viewing. Today I will tell you about some of them. I will be glad if you subscribe and like. I am Fifon and we begin. First in line is Aunt Cass. Big Hero 6 makes an appearance in Ralph Breaks the Internet. Cass was the aunt of Hero, the main character in Big Hero 6. She was also a huge crush for many people who watched the movie. If you were lucky enough to miss the internet news, she was even turned into a meme after so many people revealed they had the hots for her. Apparently, the filmmakers behind Ralph Breaks the Internet caught wind, as she appears on the cover of a pop-up ad that says, "Sassy housewives wanted to meet you today." But what a vulgar and obscene advertisement to be found in the cartoon about Ralph. But you need to applaud Disney for doing this. A piece of paper from the short paperman appears in Wreck-It Ralph. When they say sharp-eyed viewers, I don't think of people who notice Boo giving Sully a Jessie doll in Monsters, Inc. Yes, that's a great find. But just look at the top right picture of Ralph sitting in his bad guy support group in Wreck-It Ralph. See that piece of paper on the bulletin? I wouldn't have even been able to tell you that was lipstick on the page, but someone recognized it from the Disney shirt paperman. Now that's a sharp-eyed viewer. A stuffed animal Dumbo can be seen in Lilo's toy box. Lilo and Stitch has quite a few Disney references, many of which go beyond movie shoutouts. There's a Mulan poster, tons of hidden Mickeys, and even a postcard with the Magic Castle on it. And way before Boo pulled out her clownfish and Jessie dolls in Monsters, Inc. Lilo had a Dumbo stuffed animal back in Zero 2. Imagine how sharp-sighted you need to be in order to see this inconspicuous detail while watching a cartoon. In Treasure Planet, young Jim Hawkins has a plushie of Stitch. Stitch makes for popular merchandise no matter which universe you're in. With Mochi's Stitch hat and Jim Hawkins' Stitch plushie in Treasure Planet, it's no wonder Disney is planning a live-action reboot. Though it makes sense that Stitch would appear in Treasure Planet, where his mom falls in love with an alien dog man. Considering the world they live in, this is entirely possible. In addition, we must not forget about the theory of a single world of Disney universes. Symbols for various princesses appear throughout Rapunzel's tower in Tangled. The apple representing Snow White is the only one clearly visible, but you may be able to spot a few more during Rapunzel's song, "When Will My Life Begin?" There is a slipper Cinderella and a rose bell on the upstairs banister, as well as a five-pointed shape that many suppose is a shell for Ariel. If you wanted to spend a couple of hours of your life, you can try to see each of the symbols. By the way, if you suddenly flooded the neighbors and they came to you to figure it out, don't worry, just turn on my videos for them. Although there are not many of them on the channel yet, the neighbors will get so carried away with the views that they will want to watch a couple more times. While they are watching my videos, you will have time to dry their apartment. You cannot thank, subscribe. Mickey, Donald, and Goofy are in the crowd in The Little Mermaid. In general, Disney is actually a feature of the studio, because Mickey Mouse is practically the face of the company. Therefore, almost or possibly in every cartoon of the company, our beloved black and white-eared friend appears. If not a direct character, then at least his silhouettes or icons of his head with ears are certainly in every work. A familiar crab stabs at Genie's finger in Aladdin. During the fulfillment of Aladdin's first wish, when Genie cracks open his book of royal recipes, he finds one for King Crab. Who else should pop out of the book than the King Crab himself, Sebastian from The Little Mermaid? I wonder what Sebastian did after Jin kicked him out. I think the poor sea crab will have a hard time surviving in the desert. The King and Grand Duke from Cinderella are in The Little Mermaid. Another Easter egg appears in The Little Mermaid as Prince Eric prepares to marry Vanessa Ursula in disguise. Several wedding guests mill about on the ship's deck. Two of them are some of the biggest names you can pull for your wedding guest list. The King and Grand Duke from Cinderella. This once again confirms the theory that all Disney cartoons are in the same world. The magic carpet from Aladdin makes an appearance in The Princess and the Frog. During the opening sequence of The Princess and the Frog, A woman shakes the dust out of a beautiful purple and gold rug. I was too busy looking at the beautifully animated street of New Orleans to notice at the time, but it's the exact same pattern as the magic carpet. Same rug. Could all Disney movies take place in the same universe like the Pixar theory? Every time it seems to me that this theory is true. Aladdin's lamp can be seen during Tamatoa's Sunshiny. Moana has a lot of Easter eggs, referencing The Little Mermaid and Frozen. Aladdin also gets a subtle shout-out as Maui stands on top of a pile of treasure. It's hard to spot amid all the glittering gold, but there's no mistaking that iconic lamp. It turns out that if Moana could pick her up, then the film would last a couple of minutes until she makes 3 wishes. But only if this lamp was with a genie, since we do not know what happened before the story of Aladdin or Moana. The ingredients for Olaf from Frozen are shown in Moana. And again Moana, this time right in the canoe you can see our beloved snowman. Yes, initially it may seem that these are just supplies, that everything is too tight, but I assure you that this is Olaf. It is enough to take a closer look and see that the shape of the carrot is exactly the same as Olaf's nose. And these sticks, just look how they diverge to the sides. You can't deny it's 100% Olaf. Baloo and Mowgli show up in Meet the Robinsons. We all remember the Robinson family, and of course Goob, who loved to sleep. This time he fell asleep right at the fateful baseball game. Everyone remembers this moment, but not everyone can see one interesting fresco, which, of course, has lost some color. If you look closely, you can see that Baloo and Mowgli are drawn there from everyone's favorite Jungle Book. Jock from Lady and the Tramp appears in The Lion King. In the first part of The Lion King, when Simba had already knocked out Scar and he decided to throw off all the blame, the hyenas naturally did not remain silent. At the moment when they were ready to attack Scar and stood on the mountain in a terrible pose, Jock from the cartoon The Lady and the Mongrel can be seen behind them. Of course, I understand everything. Then, in order for him to contact the hyenas, Jock obviously found not the best company. This was the first part of the Easter eggs in Disney cartoons. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for watching. Bye.